subtitles.
UFC, or Ultimate Fighting Championship, has a history shaped by fierce competition, standout stars, and unforgettable moments. Founded in 1993, it was developed as a platform to determine the most effective martial art in a real fight, a premise that resonated with a generation of sports enthusiasts. Millions of hearts beat as one every time the octagon lights turn on, marking a battle between fighters with unmatched skill and willpower. It's a story of unbreakable spirits, astonishing comebacks, and battles that go beyond mere physical contests. A league that was almost shut down at the beginning eventually emerged as the leading mixed martial arts organization. A man who played a key role in this transformation is Dana White.
That's what makes this sport the best sport in the world.
She recognized the huge potential of the sport and its significantly untapped market. Upon becoming UFC president in 2001, White outlined his vision for reshaping the future of the sport. UFC 100 marked a significant milestone in the organization's extensive history, creating headlines and summarizing the growth of the sport. This historic event witnessed Brock Lesnar's dominance when he defeated Frank Mir in a heavyweight title bout. Pay-per-view purchases broke records, showing that the sport was rapidly captivating audiences worldwide. Lesnar's star power shone even brighter at UFC 200, a bicentennial event celebrated in style. This combat sports show highlighted the UFC's worldwide appeal. Every aspect of the fight was highlighted, from the thrilling lineup to the monumental main event, which featured the long-awaited return of Jon Jones. Conor McGregor, the Notorious, breathed new life into UFC with his bold attitude, formidable skills, and dazzling trash talk. The Irish sensation reached unprecedented heights in UFC, becoming a two-division champion in a meteoric rise that signified his relentless ambition and unparalleled charisma. His transformative presence significantly evolved the organization thanks to his vivid and lively personality, drawing in a colossal audience. Ronda Rousey emerged to become the pioneer of women's MMA. Unleashing his signature armbar, he defeated opponent after opponent, creating an unprecedented level of dominance. Her electrifying presence and indomitable spirit turned her into a global sensation, mainly responsible for the global acceptance of women in combat sports. Its impact was deeper than the reach of his captivating fights. Anderson Silva was the reigning king of UFC, a living embodiment of martial arts elegance and grace, wielding unwavering determination within the brutal arena. His record-breaking title reign not only cemented his legendary status, but also turned him into a beacon of inspiration for fighters worldwide. George St. Pierre, GSP to his fans, became a symbol of humility, class, and mastery, dominating UFC with her unparalleled precision and unmatched perseverance, amassing extraordinary records throughout a distinguished career. He constantly redefined and raised the standards of the sport, continually maintaining his undisputed status. Volkanovski, with his thunderous and surprising unparalleled stamina, it embodies the modern avatars of athlete warriors. His rise from fighting as a part-time fighter to becoming a UFC champion captures the boldness and tenacity needed to reach the top of combat sports. Israel Adesanya, with its unique combination of self-confidence, slow for the show, and with outstanding martial arts skills, entered UFC, producing a charismatic whirlwind. His marvelous strike poses an undeniable stress test for his opponents, while his bold attitude captivates the audience, placing him at the top of the promotion. Nate Diaz marked his UFC return with sensational victories, always backing humility, emphasizing effort, and not wasting the chance to show their warrior spirit. This approach earned him devoted followers, making him a respected veteran who he was willing to test the mettle of young contenders. Ilia Topuria announced his UFC arrival with his prodigious skills and fearless competitiveness. His meteoric rise in the promotion showed how indomitable determination, driven by remarkable skills, this could pave the way for instant stardom in the UFC, the Khabib Nurmagomedov era. Adorned UFC with a reality check on the unmatched power of wrestling, a mind as solid as rock and an unbeatable heart. His legacy showed that the essence of a complete mixed martial artist. It resided in dominating and breaking the spirit of the respective opponent. Jose Aldo blazed a fiery trail to the lightweight division, and their winning display highlighted an astounding technical mastery in striking and a nuanced grappling skill level. His insatiable spirit, even in times of adversity. He developed a loyal fanbase within MMA, making him the cornerstone of the UFC's featherweight division. UFC continues to experience endless expansion in its global reach, attracting vibrant fans across all continents. These fans connect through a common love
for sports,
setting aside cultural differences and nationalities for the shared experience of adrenaline-pumping blood and thrilling shows. The appeal of the sport and the brand power of UFC captivate global sponsors and heavyweight investors. A continuous and upward growth rate in pay-per-view purchase rates and event attendance. They bear witness to the unprecedented surge in UFC popularity, feeding the aspirations of an event that will celebrate this immense growth. UFC 300. Every UFC fight card is a canvas painting a story of highs and lows, resilience and victories. Sport teaches us that failures are just steps towards success and an attitude of never say die, combined with hard work and unwavering dedication, can be heard. Sculpting a champion from an ordinary individual. The UFC has acted as a catalyst in the introspection of these individual stories, highlighting the extraordinary journey of a fighter, the sacrifices made, the adversity faced, and the unbreakable will displayed. Inside the octagonal cauldron, bitter rivalries fiercely contested
given and enlivened
the throbbing passion of competition. Without a doubt, the saga of the greatest UFC rivalries. It's an exciting chapter, marked by unforgettable clashes, heated confrontations, and flammable controversies, fueling the excitement and anticipation of fans. The sweet science of mixed martial arts, constantly evolving. It blurs the lines between disciplines, resulting in more refined and dynamic fighters. The world-class talent group in UFC, across various weight categories, showcases the pure essence of combat sport. Various styles converging in a symphony of combat. The phrase, "anything can happen in UFC," resonates due to the monumental surprises witnessed over the years. From overwhelming champions to underdogs, to epic comebacks, they serve as a reminder of the unpredictability, and at the same time, over time, the mystique of the octagon. As the driving force of the industry, Dana White has played a key role in bringing UFC to the global stage, a platform that athletes from all over the world compete to be part of. UFC shapes the anatomy of extreme sports, crafting the model for its growth. And Dana White has undoubtedly been the guiding mind behind this meteoric rise. UFC, just like a living organism, keep evolving. From its humble beginnings in Denver, to the use of state-of-the-art production techniques today, the radiant journey of the organization has been part technological revolution, part sacred tradition, the thrilling broadcasts, the thunderous crowd, and the exciting matchups, each one a brushstroke, collectively painting UFC's gigantic canvas. Fighter introductions, a moment of greatness and significance. They embody the unwavering determination of fighters to walk the path of battle. Shiny logs of various designs are seen walking down the halls, men and women adorned with revered nicknames and invoking formidable characters. a vision that induces adrenaline and incites deafening roars from the visceral audience. The true appeal of the UFC comes from the constellation of its martial arts disciples turned competitors.
Asian.
The tier of elite competitors competes on the edges of their nerves, and their souls merge a symphony of battle cries and silent prayers. Warriors become game changers. Every drop of sweat shed, every calculated strike, every energizing victory fuels the spread of UFC's magnetic appeal. The UFC, with their phenomenal stratospheric growth, they coughed at detractors and laughed among skeptics, surviving potential pits of bankruptcy, obscurity, and despair, and political threats. It became the gold standard of combat sports and the most common household name, a symbol, a religion, a way of life that uninitiated viewers have started to embrace. UFC women have played a key role in the global acceptance of the sport, without shying away from these, broken, marked, and bloodied to the status of necklace, demanding the respect they've inherently earned. In the sea of ever-growing audiences and fighters wielding, they have carved out a place for themselves. The bright pearls they are, becoming an important part of UFC's illustrious crown. From sea to shining sea, UFC has continually stoked the fires of global interest. The sport turned the world into an octagon, dissipating geographical differences and engaging fans in a heart-wrenching love for the sport. Nowadays, corners and coffee shop debates are sprinkled with UFC folklore, making it somewhat an everyday affair. UFC has cultivated a fascinating crop of athletes, each blooming in varied shades of brilliance for a diverse set of reasons: honor, respect, family, love, money, passion. They have worked hard to transform the rough granite of their potential into finely chiseled masterpieces, painting a collective image of UFC driven by human triumphs and challenges. Each thrilling episode adds another bend to the palace of UFC history. It has been a vibrant tapestry woven by the tireless spirit of its athletes, the relentless drive of its leadership, and the eternal support of its fans. The art of combined fighting with shared human emotions has endowed UFC with a soul that beats in rhythmic harmony with its fans.
Thanks.